Hi friends, it's Amy. Welcome to my bookish life. This is the start of my daily update for Ketchupathon day 8. Okay, so I am at my car appointment. Sad news though, it is 8 a.m. and Barnes & Noble does not open until 10. I know this. I know when Barnes & Noble opens. Like, what is my problem? And I didn't think that I had enough time to stop for a coffee. I had enough time to stop for a coffee. They give coffee for free. It's fine. I'm good. But, you know, I don't need to complain about stuff. Life is fine. They had this, I don't know what was going on, but there was some weird like traffic situation going on where they had like one side of the lane like coned off, and then at the next light they had the next side of the lane coned off, and it went back and forth, so you were like literally doing a maze through the street. And I was like, this is ridiculous. I don't understand why this is happening, but it is what it is. Hi. It's been a while. I was at the car place a lot longer than I expected to be. But my car should be great now. Hope that's the truth. So much. I didn't end up going to Barnes & Noble, although I would have had time, but my phone died, and I don't like, and I know this is crazy, and when I first learned how to drive, I did not have access to a cell phone. I don't like not having a cell phone when I'm driving because I'm always afraid that something's going to happen. It's an anxiety that I have. My phone died while I was at Tires Plus, and that has a lot to do with the fact that I was listening to this book. I'm on page 236. I am so hooked trying to figure out what is going on in this book. It's so much. It's like, and I just, oh, and, okay, so Naomi is the one that was hurt. She was stabbed in the woods. So she was the girl that was left in the woods. So it's told through her point of view. So yesterday I said it was 2 girls came out of the woods. They were like, there's a third. And so Naomi is the one who, this is from Naomi's point of view. And Naomi she has scars on her face from it, and so she's dealt with the fact that people kind of stare quite often at the scars. But it was her testimony that put the perpetrator away, and he was responsible for all of these other murders. So he was a serial murderer. He was a serial killer. And so he was responsible for all these murders. And so the question is, why didn't Naomi die when she was attacked? There's this whole question surrounding that. And then Ethan is a podcaster, and he encounters Naomi during a very traumatic point, and so he is trying to take care of her, and she's like, I'm not going to give you an interview. You can't turn this into your podcast. And he's like, I just need to know that you're okay. And I mean, I can't even imagine, like, how do you even trust people when you're just like looked at as this like object of fascination for so long? Like, it's just crazy. So I get it. I get her reaction. I'm all over the place. I'm so sorry. But since the whole reunion of these three girls that were in the woods is that the person in jail for the person in prison for the attack passes away in prison. And so they all meet together, and one of them does not survive the night. And there's just so much. There's all these small town politics. Who belongs here, who doesn't? All this kind of stuff is going into it. And it's just, there's so many facets. And the thing is, when there's that many facets, it's very easy for it to just kind of go off the rails. And the thing is, I'm actually seeing them all come together. And I think that's really cool. How Kate Alice Marshall hasn't really lost sight of each of the breadcrumbs that she's set down. And I'm just enthralled. Completely and totally enthralled with this whole thing. So I'm really enjoying this. I'm not going to say that I'm going to finish it by sprints, but I am definitely going to finish this during sprints if I don't finish it before. I do have an appointment at 3:30, and then I have some grocery shopping that I'm going to need to do. So that's fun. With the remaining charge that was left on my phone before it died, I ordered Red Robin because I had gift cards and I didn't want to spend any money on lunch, but I wanted lunch. And my favorite thing to get at Red Robin is their garlic fries, which are so garlicky, but also Parmesan-y, and they're just delicious, and I love them. And I pressed. I got the order in just as my phone was dying, so that's good. When I got home, I ate, and I turned on, I've been watching some booktubes. So I watched Amy from A Star Reads. I watched her final July vlog. I watched Krista's second July haul. Imagine being so loved that you need to do 2 videos for your birthday. I love it. She so deserves it. Oh, she's so fun to watch open things if she doesn't know what they are, because she can't hide it. Or she doesn't. I don't know. She tries to hide how she feels about him. But like when she's excited, she's like so excited, and she's just a very genuine person, and you can see that just like coming off of her in droves. It's amazing. It's really fun to watch Krista open gifts. So highly recommend sending gifts to Krista so that you have to watch, so I can watch her open some more. And then I watched Books with Emily Fox. I watched her reaction to the New York Times list that came out, where she like went through all the books. She went through all the books that she's read in the New York Times list that came out. That was mostly literary and historical fiction, which makes sense when you're talking about what critics are going to think about something. And so it was really interesting to see all of the books that she read. It was so many. But I like watching her because she's got 3 kittens, and they are adorable. And I love how she just like interacts with them and talks about them. It's so fun because she just brightens up whenever she talks about the kittens, whether they're driving her crazy or not. And it's really fun to watch her videos. And I really like how she talks about books and how she critiques them. She's very methodical in how she talks about them and critiques the kinds of content within them. I can't imagine you don't subscribe to any of those three, but if you don't, make sure you do, because all three are awesome, and I really enjoyed the watching them as I ate. And I wasn't eating the whole time. I was just kind of sitting on my duff for a little while. I did do the dishes though, so go me. All right, so I'm here to close out this vlog. I finished 2 books today. I finished What Lies in the Woods during sprints tonight with Krista, which were really fun because they always are. And I was so in this book the whole time. I could not put it down until I was scared, and then I couldn't not put it down. Like, it was this whole thing. Like, this book played with my mind. It took me all over the place, and I loved it. There's a lot of crass language. There's a lot of toxicity. Definite trigger warnings. Definite trigger warnings in this book, so definitely look for those. But whew, it takes you on a wild ride and spits you out at the end, and your head's still spinning. It was great. There were some things that I feel like I saw coming in. I don't know if I saw them coming because of other books that I've been reading in this genre. There were some things that I was like, oh, it'd be interesting if this happened, or it'd be interesting if this happened. And they were like 2 separate things. And then one of those things would happen. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't say that it was predictable, but it kept you guessing the whole time. And I really, really enjoyed it. Also during sprints, my subscriptions hit 900. Like, who saw that coming? Not me. That was so exciting and so wonderful. It was so great. So if you are somebody that has been subscribed to my channel, has been with me since I started, since yesterday, whatever, thank you so much for your support. I am just so thankful for everybody that supports me and my channel and my little neck of the woods and wants to hear what I have to say about books. I mean, who would have thought? Oh, man. The second book that I finished today was the first book in the Improbable Meet Cute by Christina Lauren, and it's called The Exception to the Rule. And it was cute. It was fluff and cute, and it's a novella, and it was a nice, quick little read that just took me right where I wanted to go. Again, with this one, you're gonna get the language. There's gonna be some language, and some questionable decisions, but it really is sweet, and I really enjoyed it, and I love epistolary stories. I love taking that format and being able to tell all of the information in that little bit of space, and I love that. And The only thing I will say is that when you're reading it with the narration, the audiobook narration, the constant reading of their email addresses gets a little bit much. But thankfully, you don't get all the re for, like you don't get those repeated over and over again. It's just to this person from this person, and that's it. So I did appreciate that, because sometimes when you have an epistolary email in audio, it is atrocious to try and listen to. But I liked it. It was cute. I enjoyed it. I would say 3.5 stars, rounded up to 4. It was cute. It was a nice little palate cleanser when I didn't want to be reading about this murdery stuff. Like I said before, thank you so much for your support of my channel. I absolutely love this little space, this little corner of the universe that I'm in. It is fun and delightful and absolutely healing to my soul. So thank you for all of the comments, all the subscribes, anything that you have done to interact with me. I appreciate you, and I thank you so much. Let me know how your Ketchupathon is going, how your August is going, how anything is going. I love to hear from you down in the comments. I love chatting with you down there. Commenting, liking, and subscribing really help my channel grow, and I so appreciate you for doing that. I hope you're finding something wonderful to read, and until next time, happy reading. Bye.